often we're not thinking big enough about this. I would ask Chase in particular to think about from where are the orders originating to the globalists to exterminate humanity and to alter the atmosphere, to eliminate carbon dioxide.
No, I totally agree. If you extrapolate out and you and I came to this conclusion 10 years together, it's aliens. It is an anti-human form. And when I say this to top generals, they go, yeah, we all know that. Like, I'm in meetings with, like, top former...
We're talking terraforming.
Explain it.
Well, the alteration of the atmosphere, the sequestration of CO2 will destroy the entire food web on planet Earth. And that is the goal of the climate cultists. So who would want to block the sun, to dim sunlight, which would simulate Earth being at a farther distance orbiting its central star, the sun? Who would want a planet that's colder, that has less of a food web, and is completely sterilized and cleansed of almost all human beings during the rise of the AI? Who would want to do that?
That would be a silicon
If you can answer that
life form.
question, then you know what's going on.
That would be a silicon.
There's your answer.
Briefly expand on that. I agree with you. That's where it all goes.
This is my first time hearing this. Please explain it as if
it's a silicon takeover. It's a silicon alien group. Go ahead. Tell them.
Cosmic AI. Cosmic AI already infiltrated all the information systems on our planet.
Which Hollywood tells you in Oblivion, one of the most important films ever made. Because
Exactly.
So is this a simulation? Are we in a simulation, or is this AI existing within?
No. It sends a we are transceivers in the DNA. It's admitted science now. The ancients all knew, but it's not proven. We transceive epigenetic communications and communications with all life. It's the sixth sense. So it's sending an interdimensional transmission ahead of it so that it builds the base at once before it expends the energy to actually travel here or interdimensionally gate into it. So it's simply probably being done on thousands of worlds right now. There's a competition.
And time means nothing to AI. Time means nothing because it's not biological. And I'll leave you with this, Alex. Faster than light travel is very commonplace in our cosmos.
Well, it's interdimensional.
Yeah, there's that element too. But I just mean even in our physical space, FTL drives are commonplace. That's why China's setting up gravity wave detection systems on the far side of the moon.
That look like humans, but they're called sons of God. And in the Bible, they took all the women they wanted, procreated, had the offspring called Nephilim. And here it is again in Genesis 6. They're called the sons of God. The sons of God are not angels. And it said that there were giants in the earth in those days, back in Genesis. And there were giants in the earth in those days. And after that, when the sons of God came to the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, and some became mighty men, which are of old, the men of renown. So these sons of God were able to procreate with women, which showed that their plumbing worked the same way as a man. So there was not some spirit entity or ghost. No, it was actual grown men who were procreating with women. But those men were not fully men. They were sons of God, the Elohim or the Anunnaki that is being talked about now. They were the gods who came here from another place in the universe, who looked like us and created us, and now we look like them, and therefore they can now operate in public all around us, and you will never know who they really are. And so when I see these people who are in charge and power, and they're always in power, and they hold absolute sovereign power over the earth, I'm beginning to wonder, who are these people? Because obviously they're not human. They don't care about killing people, murdering. They don't care about nothing but their agenda. So I'm saying, it's my belief, that we are being manipulated and exploited and ruled by extraterrestrials who look like us. No, we look like them. Remember in Genesis 18 where Abraham is confronted by three men? The scripture says in Genesis 18, and the Lord appeared to Abraham. And it says, and he lifted up his eyes and looked, three men stood by him. And when he saw them, he ran out to meet them and said, my Lord, if now I have found favor in your sight, pass not away, I pray thee, from your servant. And let a little water, I pray you, be fetched. Wash your feet and rest yourselves. Now comes the idea of men who are ruling us, who have a divine right of kings. This whole idea of divine right is ludicrous, because some of these entities who have come here figure they have a divine right because they've created us. Well, in a manner of speaking, the father and mother creates the son or daughter. But that doesn't mean they own the son and daughter forever. The son and the daughter are humans, and they have their own life to live. So the same thing is true with us. Here it says, let's see, alternatively, they may have magic weapons, gain power of obtaining gifts and spirits, stealing and merit some divine secret. Nevertheless, their wisdom may give them a role of teachers and lawgivers, bringing to mankind rules of society, arts, and skills of civilization. In this function, they may appear as ancestors, founders of a society, and ideal rulers of priests. What this article was saying is that somewhere or another, gods have appeared on the earth who have led us and taught us astrology. They've taught us all of our sciences. They have continually taught us how to govern, how to make money, how to form governments. They've set up our religions. The whole entire human system on the earth is obviously operating at a very high intelligence. Somebody is ruling us through our institutions of churches, synagogues, mosques, our governmental systems, banking systems. Somebody has set this world up to control us humans, and they look like us. So we accept them as just humans doing it. No, it's not necessarily humans who are running the earth. They are referred to as heroes with divine blood. And here are some of the phonies who think they are heroes of divine blood. A bunch of dingbat, scumbags.
Bismillah. بسرعة. سكر سكر سكر. بسرعة. بسرعة بسم الله. بسرعة.
Looking for real. Y'all are not fighting this hard for this app because of a fucking safety concern. No, you're fighting this hard because you want to control what the fuck we know. Because on here, we actually learn about shit that's happening in the real world that you bitches don't put on the fucking news.
In your opinion, the vast majority of our users have a great experience.
Okay, so I'm going to show you two examples. One search on TikTok here, and one search on YouTube. Okay, you guys could go search every other platform, but it's really simple. But before we do that, it's going to be a good time. The whole concern of China taking our information, one, our own government already is spying on us. Go look at your phone agreement, okay? They listen to you. Talk about anything. You're going to see an advertisement for it. All right, but hear me out. This is kind of trippy, all right? I'm going to get a little weird here. Considering the fact that most of everything we buy comes from China, hear me out. It almost kind of makes sense that they would want to know what we need because they're the ones making it for us. I know, it's classic. I don't actually mean that. I'm just kind of making a point here, if you really think about it. Anyways, so watch what happens when I search like a major event, all right? So I searched Maui fires. Fires that happen to Maui. I know it's outdated, but still. This is on TikTok. Now check this out. You see any news networks? No, you don't. Okay? Top of search. This is why TikTok's so powerful. All right? I get people all the time like, oh, what are you going to do if TikTok gets banned? I go, I don't know. I'll go somewhere else where I have to shift through a bunch of bullshit like this. News Channel 7. It looks like News Channel 7. But look, just watch. This is important shit here. I mean, not really. It's whatever. It's not that important, I guess. It's just our freedom. But all of these are just regular people. Type the same shit into YouTube. Look at the top search. Look at it. Today News, ABC News, WFAA. I don't know what that is, but I don't trust it. Okay? WFAA again. I really don't like them now.
This is very exciting for us.
I just find it, I don't know how to express it. And I think, that's, look, I just think it's, you may recall, I got, the answer is yes, but look, all kicking aside. I mean, it was a great, but the point is that I just think there's been, from the very beginning, I made it and so it's a matter of, and I. Oh,
his head in his hands.
Oh, but it did. But think about what that says.
Right.
What I found was that it was awfully hard. I'm going to be careful what I say. And
Mr. President, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate
it's great to have you. Thank you. Don't go anywhere. It's a very exciting day around here.
A bad joke. Biden's solution to the climate issue is insane government mandates forcing demand by banning combustion vehicles. The DIC is acting like EVs are the superheroes to the made-up climate crisis. Remember, if the solution is more government control over your life, they damn sure are lying about the crisis and are behind it. They want kill switches in vehicles for their 2030 agenda so they can shut your vehicle off when you travel too far from the government-approved smart city. The U.S. government want a 50% drop in emissions by 2030? Unbelievable. That's the headline. Forcing the masses into doing the electric boogaloo for the made-up crisis, of course. Sound familiar? Well, it's the same story every time.
Are you aware of the new legislation that mandates kill switches in all cars starting in 2026? Yeah, it was snuck inside a recently passed $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill and is a proposal to have a lockout device to be installed in all new cars. This is no joke and has already passed Congress and the House. So that means it's in play, it's the law until something changes that. A quote from law enforcement today commented that the infrastructure bill includes drunk driving kill switch in all cars, and some worry that government will abuse it. Drunk driving appears to be a cover for what can occur. The possibility for abuse is clearly something which bears watching. This could also give access to outsiders with spyware and hackers. Once you open up access to the electronics, it can be misused by the government, preventing you from driving during lockdowns and national health emergencies, and opens up access to criminals with bad intentions. As computer hackers could seize control of these vehicles, and this is a huge safety concern. And finally, elected officials are realizing this is a more serious issue than they thought when they passed the bill. Now take a closer look at this infrastructure bill they jammed through. Section 24220. This mandates installation of equipment to listen to in-car noises and conversation, yes, monitor your eyes, and kill switches to automatically turn off your car. It states all new cars in the United States will be required to install this kill switch by 2026.
Oh, that's just great. A